Next up for this session, AI in finance, unveiling the present, mapping the future. For this, I would request Mr. Abhishek Chaturvedi, Head of Sales, DICE. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Abhishek Chaturvedi?
I hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Uh, I know you were not expecting me. Also, if you see the placeholder slide, the name is basically Prashant Kushwaha, who is the CEO and the co-founder of the organization. Unfortunately, there was an incident with him and he could not be here. So I'll try and do my best and share whatever I know about AI and finance that he had in mind talking about this. But of course, hearing from him versus hearing from me will have its own share of pros and cons, right? So I'll try to do my best though. Um, Quick introduction. I'm Abhishek Chaturvedi. I head sales at Dice.tech. We are a 7-year-old organization. What we typically do, if I have to give you a one-line statement, is we manage and automate your processes across all your spends, right? Anything under the sun, any kind of expenses, whether it's vendor side related or whether it's employee related expenses, that's exactly what we do. Uh, yeah, that's exactly what we do other than employee payroll. So bear with me for the next 5-10 odd minutes. I'll quickly walk you through what we have in mind, and I'll also give you a glimpse of what we are working towards, right? Because I was just listening to the previous speaker talking about AI, and our topic is also on the AI in finance itself. We are doing something very interesting when it comes to accounts payable, right? So I'll show you a quick video, a quick glimpse of what we are talking about, and then open to questions anytime. Right, so I'll begin this. This is not my slide though. Right, in the meantime, while we kind of power it up, just a quick introduction about DICE also. I think what Prashant had in mind when we started DICE, when he and his friends started DICE, was only catering to employee expenses, right? And you would come across a lot of players in this particular market who are only catering to employee side of expenses, your business travel, your reimbursements, claims, and whatnot, right? And this was somewhere down 2017, mid 2017 end. And when we started, everything was, gung-ho about us. Everything was going as per the plan. And out of nowhere, COVID kind of came in, and all your business travels and unfortunately, all your claims and expenses kind of went shut, right? And that is when Prashant and the team kind of had an idea that, why only limit on the expenses, on the spends of an employee? Why don't we actually go ahead, explore ourselves more on all kind of expenses that a company has, and that is where the idea of catering to vendor and employee expenses was brought in. Now, over the last couple of years, the product has evolved, the team has evolved. Now we cater to all kind of expenses, whether it's vendor related or whether it's employee related. So that's a bit of a history about Dice.tech. If I talk about AI in finance, right? Do I personally believe that AI is going to take our jobs? As a sales guy, I am a firm believer that it is not, right? AI can only take you so far, but the relevance, the personal touch that a salesperson has, that my team has when they reach out to folks like, of course, yourself in the audience, cannot be matched, cannot be replaced. It is what my personal belief is. Can AI replace people in finance? Definitely not, at least not in the foreseeable future. So what is basically AI going to do in finance? Very simply put, AI in finance is going to replace or rather make you a lot more smarter than we already are, or at least have a smarter perception about ourselves. Automate your mundane redundant tasks, right? That is one such aspect, not only in finance but everywhere else, right? Everywhere else is what we are looking to automate things. Everywhere else, whether it's finance, whether it's procurement, whether it's sales, whether it's even marketing, right? We're trying to automate as much as we can and reduce the redundant task on our end. So these are some of the Gen AI use cases in general that we have, or that every other company who actually goes about saying that we are doing so and so in AI is basically catering to, right? If you talk about decision making, if you talk about predicting, if you talk about forecasting, if you talk about automations, this is pretty much everything that gets covered whenever a company goes ahead and says and pitches that we are doing so and so in the AI aspect of things, right? Now, if I talk about specifically what are the different benefits, right? Like I said, right? The benefits is of course not only automation, but eventually once the machine kind of learns, because a machine learning is a subset of AI at the end of the day. Once the machine learns with more and more data coming into the organization, coming into the platform itself, the machines become smarter. What do I mean when I say when they become smarter is basically they can help you with predicting the data, predicting your or cash flows, helping you optimize those cash flows at the end of the day. And that is what we are also aiming for when I talk about bringing AI into finance itself, right? We are not looking to replace anyone. We are not looking to replace people who are already doing their job, right? We definitely want to help them do their job better. So if you talk about intelligent automation, you have OCR capabilities. I'm very sure everyone in this room is familiar with what OCR is, right? I'm not going to repeat myself, but OCR is one very small aspect of things where manual punching in of the data, manual keying in of the data has been at almost 90% replaced in pretty much all the organizations that I have personally came across in the recent year or so. And that is what we are also trying to bring in automations in different aspects. Can the system itself help negotiate with my vendor in the RFX process? Can it do that? Yes. How can it do that? With more and more data coming into the platform. It can't do on day one. It's not magic, honestly speaking, right? It is not magic. It will never be a magic. But can it do that? 100% yes. Will it be able to do that? In time. So that's one thing. And similarly, the more the system learns, the more the data comes into the platform, the platform itself, the AI itself, or rather any module, any wrapper, any agent, whatever terminology that you go ahead and use it, the experience becomes more and more personalized. And that is why I actually mentioned, do I see AI replacing us? Not in the foreseeable future, but definitely sometime in the future, right? So all we need to do is make sure that we are in line with what is coming in the industry, what new things are coming in the industry, what new things are coming in the technology, and just go along with it, right? So what I have is, I mean, these are some of the concerns. Of course, there are much concerns, and you guys are the best people to know about concerns regarding the data security because it's your own data, right? However, having said that, pretty much all the companies that I know of in this particular space, before they even venture into selling AI, they go ahead and make sure all the compliances, all the security checks are automatically being taken care of. So all your policies, all your workflows have to be secure, all your data have to be secure. That goes unanswered, right? That is just, I would say AI 101 or even implementing a technology 101, right? Now, if I talk about, I don't want to pitch dice here. Being a sales guy, I typically do that in every conversation that I have with a customer, but I would rather not pitch about dice, just give you a quick glimpse about the different modules that we have, different sub-modules that we have. And what we have developed here is more on a modular based API driven architecture. The entire architecture that you see that we have is not in a way that you will have to have the entire solution to make sense out of it. You can take up a certain sub-module of ours, attach it to your existing tech stack, attach it to your existing solution, and still make the job better of the existing tool itself. It's about augmenting the existing tech stack, existing work rather than replacing anything. So I have a very quick video about something that we are launching by the end of this this calendar year. Actually, we have already enabled the waitlisting on our website. So I'll quickly ask the team to actually go ahead and showcase a video there. Very, very interesting. I'll happy to take up any questions that you might have. So this is what we are going to do, or rather going to launch, where Payable GPT is one of the AI agent which will directly work with your existing ERP solution. All you need to do is feed in the right data set for this particular AI agent to work, and you will be able to derive multiple benefits out of the simple solution, simple AI agent itself. You don't have to replace anything that you already have. You just have to augment it with the right set of technology on top of what you already have today. Right. By the way, something that you just saw is not really a marketing video, of course, other than the design of it. This is everything what we are testing out internally right now. We have also soft launched it with a couple of existing customers at our end who are only and only working on AP automation. And this is what they are also using right now in their parlance at certain level. I'm not really going to say outrightly that they have full-fledgedly implemented it, but this is something that they are currently using, and this is not really a marketing video at the end of the day. So again, a quick glimpse of what you actually want to do with Payable GPT. Payable GPT is going to make the work easier for every AP team, every finance person out there. All you need to do is upload the right set of data, upload the right set of information to this particular AI agent. Once you do that, what you saw in the video is exactly what you are going to get. You can ask the questions. It's nothing but prompt engineering at the end of the day. You can ask them questions. It is the agent's job to actually come back with the right answer for you, right? So this is something that we are already doing. I would not want to take up too much of your time. And yeah, that's pretty much it from Dice's and from my end. Any questions? Happy to answer regarding Payable GPT. Happy to answer regarding Dice. Yeah, sorry, you have a question.
So how to distinguish between RPA versus AI? Because there are a lot of
So I would say, so RPA is nothing but a subset of your AI at the end of the day. If you look at the artificial intelligence of the things, right? ML also becomes a subset of AI at the end of the day, right? RPA is the base where you start from. Automation is the base where you start from. RPA was there, is there, will be there. AI is just building on top of what is already there. So I'm not going to deny that, you know, a lot of people market RPA itself as an AI, but it's not really true, and that's something that we are not doing. So what we are doing here is we are building something on top of GPT, right? Using the GPT side of things and building on top of it, where you can have a more of a conversational view. And if you see, I think in the very recent past itself, I think in about the last couple of weeks, Google itself has launched the Gemini there in your Chrome browser, right? It's just one way of changing your entire experience, how you interact with the data, how you interact with the internet itself, right? Chrome has its own way. Different solutions will have their own way of perceiving how they want to make you look at things. Any other questions that I can? Yes, sir. Both actually. I have instances right now, like I said, it's a soft launch. So right now we are hosting it on our cloud servers, but depending on the use case, depending on the data, because you also understand hosting on a private cloud, or for that matter on a customer's cloud, has certain cost attachment to it. If the cost is okay, if the cost is bearable, why not? We are open to both of them. Right now it's hosted on our servers until and unless we go ahead and full-fledgedly launch it by the end of this year. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, and you have been a kind audience. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek. And to do the felicitation, I would request Mr. Yashpal Jain from Sandhar Technologies to do the honors for Abhishek Chaturvedi. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Abhishek Chaturvedi?